Something happened to my intro stream. I'm not sure what happened there, but it didn't play. Very bizarre. Welcome to Gas Masks and Hand Grenades. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I need to. The new StreamYard is still baffling me. They've added a lot of color and texture and new shit here that I'm not fully aware of. So I was waiting for it to play, and I'm like, it's not playing. So we're just going live without a net here. Welcome to Gas Masks and Hand Grenades. How you doing? I am Jeff, your host, and welcome to Collector Scum number 20, the final one for 2025. I wanted to try and sneak one of these in here before the end of the year, and I didn't realize that Heavy Metallurgy had changed their time to tonight. So is what it is. Hello, Mr. B. Arkham. Good to see you, man. Before we get started with the goodies, and I got quite a few goodies here, a couple of housekeeping things. First of all, of course, now I'm all hoarse and phlegmy. I'm phlegmy. I'm not Lemmy. I'm phlegmy. See what I did there? The big show, the big Banger Palooza Top 25 of 25 is this Saturday, commencing at 8 p.m. And at this point, it's looking like it's going to be 2 shifts. I'm not drinking. I'm not smoking. I'm almost 2 months from doing that stuff. Almost 2 months. And probably going to stay that way, the way things are going. Hey, Wade, what's up, man? What is up, Ryan? Thanks for joining me, guys. So, yeah, the big show is this Saturday night, and I laugh at that a bit because right now, it feels like my channel's dying because just nobody's watching anything. I'm hearing it's across the board. I don't know. I mean, Nick said his views are down. Marty has said something to that effect to some of the guys. I don't know. I speculated the last time I streamed before I kind of ranted before I got into the Church Deep Dive Part 2 that it felt like there's just too many people doing this. Just everybody and their brother now is on YouTube doing a music or metal channel or something. So maybe it's just a glut and there's just too many people and people just, they gravitate to the J-Dogs, the people that put on a spectacle, the Robert Metal Meltdowns. I don't watch any of those shows. I'm not interested in what they do. I really don't watch any metal stuff. I know that sounds terrible. You don't support your brothers. It's just I'm over it. We've been doing it for 5 years. I should be overdoing my channel, but I still like to get on here every now and again. But I do appreciate those of you that pop in. We're going to get to the goods in a minute. Banger Palooza this Saturday night. Right now, sadly, Mr. B. Arkham is not going to be able to join us. Wish he would, but he's not. But we've got myself, Dreadful Rick, Necrotic Nick from Thralls, Logan from Beer and Metal. I'm not sure about Killing for Company. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. I haven't heard back from him. My friend Serge from Black Room Secrets is going to come out of a long hiatus. He's got a young kid that has whatever that. He's on the spectrum and he's going through some shit right now. A lot of stuff privately. So he's kind of been away. Yeah, I agree, Wade. A lot of them do. I like to think that I don't suck. I'm not changing the world. I'm not curing cancer or, anything like that, or affecting world peace. Not with the pigs that we have all over the country in power and over in foreign lands. But I try to do my thing here and bring a little bit of levity and some cool stuff to those people and turn people onto stuff, and hopefully people enjoy it. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, so Banger Palooza Saturday at 8 p.m. I think Ryan might be joining us. I'll have to talk to him here in a little bit. And then, for like some of the guys are only going to do a top 10. They're not going to do a top 25 like I am. I know Rick, myself, and Nick are. I don't think the rest of the guys are. I think Serge has like 10 or 12, and that's kind of where we'll leave it. And then there'll be a second shift, and that'll be Peter from Ireland, Metal Vault. Maybe Tyler from Alaska Berg Wanderer. Not sure on him. Roger from Roger Jorovic. Jimmy, I think, is going to try to pop in to do his back half of his list. And I know I'm missing somebody. Oh, Eric Berg is going to pop in. So we'll be, some of the early guys, I'll be shuttling them out when they get done with their 10 or 15. And then I'll be bringing in the second shift. I hope to make it under 5 hours. I really hope to do that. With the way things are going, my health, particularly my respiratory problems, is very, very taxing on my system. And I just don't have it in me to do these 8-10 hour streams anymore. And that was a lot of that was alcohol fueled anyways. I'm just, like I said, I'm not drinking or smoking weed anymore. So I'm even eating healthy and trying to exercise. That's a hard one for me, but I've lost close to 10 pounds. Pretty cool. I'm happy about that. Want to lose another 20, but that might be a little more difficult. So, all right, let's jump into this shit. And, one other thing. January 15th, Florian Meyer, or as maybe many would know him, Morian from Alkaloid. I'll be interviewing him at like 9:45 in the morning. Ugh, but whatever. I'll probably be up from the night before to talk about the new Alkaloid live album, Bach Out of Bounds. And I am going to definitely do the part 3 of the church deep dive, even though nobody gives a fuck about that. And also Jimmy and I and Than, our buddy, one of the hiking guys, we're probably going to do a deep dive on blood incantation. Who knew? It's been a long time. So that's kind of the things I've got mapped for January. I'm not going to be pushing as much content because I think I explained that in my last pre-church thing. So all right, let's get into it because it's 8 minutes in here and I've been blabbing. Hang on. All right, let's see, where do we start? Well, we'll do the one box set. It's the only box set I got. Man, I feel like I stole this thing, quite frankly. Brand new. It's out of the shrink now, but Serge de Gainsbourg. If you don't know Serge Gainsbourg, he was Gainsbourg. I don't know why I keep putting a D on the end there. He was a very, and this is all in French. Wow, I didn't realize that. Shit. Holy hell, the whole thing's in French. The booklet is all in French. Interesting. So this came out on Phillips and Mercury in 1996. This bad boy's been sitting on a shelf for a long, long time. What's up, AZ Mick? Well, Wade, you're always welcome, dude. I think I've invited you to come on our hangs, so maybe we can figure something out there, dude. Serge Gainsbourg. You don't know him. He did an album, kind of a little bit, sketch. I think it was 1970. He did an album that was very popular called, I need to get the name right here because it's in French. Yeah, it was 1971, called The Histoire de Melody Nelson. Very much a pedo album. Let's just call a spade a spade. He was a pedo. Serge was a pedo. He liked young women. I think this Melody Nelson, I believe, was an American girl, if I'm not wrong, that he took a liking to. And, this is back in the 60s, free love, late 60s, very early 70s. The music is very jazzy, loungy, very hip, very late 60s, very Scott Walker-ish at times, if you know Scott Walker. This came out in a 2 and a 3 CD package. The 3 CD package is very hard to find, and I noticed it was going for like $100, $80, $60 on Discogs, and I lucked into this on eBay, just right time, right place, for $15.99. And with shipping, I think it cost me $20 for the 3 CD version. I have not dug into this as yet. I just haven't been in the mood for that, but I really wanted some Serge Gainsbourg in my collection, and this is the one that I wanted to do. Um, that's right, Bonnie and Clyde. Bridget, that's right. Yeah, yeah, man, that is right. And Bridget Bardot just passed away. I believe, if I'm not wrong, Serg's been gone for a while, like '90s or 2000s, somewhere in that range. But yeah, this one, I'm looking forward. I might actually throw this on tonight. It's got that sitting on a shelf for a long time. It was in shrink when it showed up, and I was a little worried that it was not going to be the 3 CD version because it's much harder to find. But it was the 3 CD version, and happy as a clam to have it. There you go. Only box set. Only one box set. What the hell? All right, and I have a cassette. I don't buy cassettes ever. I just don't. I don't like the format, and I lived through it in the '80s, and I'm just not that interested in it. However, hey Randy, it's good to see you, man. I know you don't usually. I know you're overseas, so generally you don't catch these. I think, if I'm not wrong, or maybe you're Canada. I forget. Anyway, but back on the 4th of December, met my buddy Rick down in Philly for the Crip Sermon show. Their final show of the year, and this band, a Philly band, opened up Switchblade, kind of like Motorhead and Venom, and with some Killing Joke in there. Definitely some Killing Joke. Yeah, only 3 songs: Beater, The Fire, No Light, Pro cassette, cool green color there. They were cool, man. They're fun. I'll be interested to see what happens with these guys. When they opened for Crip Sermon, I actually have caught 2 of the 4 shows they've ever played because they actually opened for Diva back in September, which of course is 3/4 of Crip Sermon is in Diva, the Black and Thrash band, who I believe are working on an album. I need to get those guys on because they're buds. But yeah, Switchblade is the name of the demo. Kind of cool they're doing that. $5. Yeah, I'm gonna do that all day to support a local band. All right, but you're not. That's it. That's the only cassette you're gonna see. I think I own like 3 or 4 that I bought in recent years to support guys like John Halm and things like that. But um, oh, okay, Randy, good to see you, bro. I didn't think you were in the States. I don't know why. I thought you were like over in Denmark or Netherlands or something weirdly. Good to have you here, man. Um, I own I don't know, maybe 60 or 80 cassettes now that I didn't get rid of years and years ago. I just gave a lot of them away. Plus, I lost a ton of them when my storage unit was repossessed back in 21. I had about 300 or 400 then. A lot of them mixtapes that I made, but a lot of metal stuff that I lost there. Slayer, Stone Fury, Black Sabbath, Dio, all that shit. Lost all that OG stuff. Somebody inherited that and made some money off of it because I couldn't pay my rent. All right, let's get into these CDs and we'll do vinyl last. So this is kind of funny that it's taken forever for me to pick these up, but I finally grabbed the Carnivore, albums. The debut, obviously, and Retaliation. Man, except for Jack Daniels and Pizza, I love this stuff. Jack Daniels and Pizza goes on for too long. Just saying. But man, great stuff. Have to be honest with you, I was a big OG fan of Type O when Slow, Deep, and Hard came out. Hey, what's up, Nick? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, I was an OG Type O guy, but I never picked these up. In fact, I didn't even really know about Peter's relationship to Carnivore until, I don't know, maybe October Rust or something like that. And I was not a punk guy at all back then. Not at all. I'm really still not a punk guy, but this shit rules. This fucking shit is so good. Pete Steele, man. I mean, it's just killer. I probably favor this one a little bit more than this one, to be honest with you, but they're badass and kind of embarrassed it took me that long to get around to that. Okay. Oh shit. This just in yesterday. I've been in a jazz kind of vibe, and I picked up this Wayne Shorter early albums and rare grooves, and it's an 8 CD. It's 4 CDs, but 8 albums on 4 CDs. So each CD has 2 albums. Wayne Shorter, if you don't know, played with Coltrane, Miles, all the guys of that era. I think he was with Miles. Yeah, he was with Miles. Tony Williams, Lifetime. Tony Williams, Herbie Hancock. This was the era, the '60s and '70s stuff. So pretty nice little package. $13 for 8 albums. I'm all over that. All over that. All over that. This one just in today. Yeah, it's bent. Fuck. Fucking goddamn, man. Fucking Amazon. So I try hard not to listen to a lot of stuff at the end of the year because it comes out late in the end of the year because it just fucks my list up. And well, this one really fucked up my end of year list, my top 25 of 25. Man, that's bent. Ugh. Looks like somebody ran over it. You can't really see it. Anyway, Lichgate, Precipice. This is Greg Chandler from Esoteric. This is fucking epic, progressive, chamber, death, black insanity, man. This stuff is the shit of nightmares, man. It is so fucking killer, man. This one really trashed my top 25. You'll have to, I'm kind of giving something away here. This is going to be on my top 25 of 25 list. After 3 listens, I was like, wow. But it only came out on December 19th on Debit Morti. And, so this was a very late, the only very late entry into my top 25 because there were some other things that came out in December, but they weren't big. They weren't cataclysmic enough to make my top 25. So, yeah. Lichgate, Precipice, Greg Chandler. That's all you need to know, man. This shit is fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. You will hear about it again on January 3rd. Nick's going to be there on January 3rd. I think he's given a full 25. I think. Although he's already done it. All right. And a couple weeks ago, I ran across... shit, what was it? I might have been watching a doc, and the name Chris Whitley came up, and I used to own this CD, and I got rid of it. Not sure why I got rid of it, but I also got another one, too. But I don't know if anybody knows of who Chris Whitley is, but, this isn't always metal all the time here. And this is Sherry's copy, by the way. Nice of the guy not to tell me that it had writing on the jacket. Chris Whitley was an early 90s guy, late 80s, early 90s guy, but mostly early 90s. I think this came out in 90 or 91. It's called Living with the Law. Man, if you like Jeff Buckley, you're going to love Chris Whitley. That's the best analogy I can draw. Very similar styles. Chris plays predominantly just the dobro, although he does play some other guitars on here. He's got a haunting, lyrical, world-weary, beautiful voice that is absolutely soul-crushing. The songs, Big Sky Country, amazing. Poison Girl, Dust Radio, Living with the Law. Man, Living with the Law is so good. Phone Call from Leavenworth Rules, super killer. Chris Whitley, Living with the Law, 1991. He came out on Sony, Columbia, and they were building him to be like the next Buckley. Because Buckley, I can't remember when Buckley died. Buckley died in the mid-90s, I believe. I'm not sure. Late 90s, 96, 95. And Buckley was another big star on Columbia with the album Grace. But both these guys became much bigger in death than they were in their lives. And you know how that goes. We'll see what happens. But anyway, Living with the Law, Chris Whitley. And further on to that, did a little bit of research on him because that's the only album I knew. He did have 8 or 9 albums, somewhere in that range. And I ended up grabbing this one, which is kind of the hard one to find, called Weed, which is also kind of thought to be maybe his best. Have not listened to this one yet. Real stripped back affair, from what I understand. Uh, Chris was pretty much an alcoholic, drug addict most of his life. Went through a lot, dealt with a lot. Uh, the guy just sadly died of lung cancer in 2004 or 5 at the age of 45. He was a heavy smoker, chain smoker. So, that don't smoke, kids. Bad for you. All right. Finally, I'm down to one last CD that I need from this band, or one last title, rather, I should say. And it's actually a newer title, which is kind of weird. I did not get Titans of Creation, but I finally picked up Demonic, which is touted as being their death metal album. Now a lot of people kind of shit on this album, but I listened to it online. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm in on that. Really do love Testament. They're probably, I mean, with the exception of maybe Forbidden and Sadist to a degree, I'd have to really sit down and look at all the thrash bands. They're my favorite Bay Area thrash band. Them and Forbidden are kind of 1 and 1A, but I do think on the whole, they put out the better albums, and they've been a lot more consistent, obviously. I have heard some new, I've heard 3 new Forbidden tracks, as I'm, kind of friends with Craig. And not kind of, I am friends with Craig. And he gave me a premiere of some of the new tracks that they've been working on. Fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. But back to this. I think it's pretty fucking good. I like it. I've been jamming the new one, Parabellum. You might hear about that in the top 25. Great album. Testament. About as consistent as you can be as a band. They're fucking great live. I saw them back in May. That leads me to this, which I got at the show back about 5 or 6 weeks ago. The Alex Skolnick Trio, Prove You're Not a Robot. Got to meet Alex, I've met him before. Nice guy, really cool. Got all their autos, the band's autos. Killer trio, man. Killer trio. They played a little theater here in Annville, PA, around near me, 40 minutes away, 30 minutes away. They do covers of Breakdown by Tom Petty, which was amazing. They do a thing called Armando's Mood, which is a Chick Corea piece mixed with Steve Howe's Mood for a Day, which is Yes. Alex Skolnick Trio, Prove You're Not a Robot. Really cool if you like jazz, fusion, and smoking killer guitar player. No guitar playing, no vocals on that. So there you go. That's the tie in there. Finally got the last Dixie Dregs album. The other 6 I have on like those 3-on-1 or 3 albums on 2 CD things, which suck because they break up the flow of the album, but they're cheap. So Dixie Dregs, man. I love Dixie Dregs. Love Steve Morse. Sick as fuck guitar player. God damn. But this was the last album they put out back in 94 on Capricorn. Saw these guys open up for Dream Theater one time. I can't remember. I think it might have been Falling Into Infinity or the album right after that. Maybe Metropolis. I can't remember. Anyway, Dregs are fucking killer. Rod Morgenstein, Dave LaRue, Steve Morse. Just saw him back in September. Mind-blowing killer. Time and place band for me. Not like a regular jam, but I can throw them on pretty regularly because I love fusion music. So I didn't even open this, but last Saturday? No. 2 Saturdays ago, Dennis and his friend James and I did the Y&T deep dive, and I have this album already on a box set, but I kind of wanted it solo because I wanted that artwork, and I got the Japanese reissue, which, believe it or not, this is from like 01? No, 05. So it's been sitting in shrink wrap for 20 years. That's fucked up, man. Like, that just goes to show you how much stuff is out there, mass produced, that just lays around as dead stock. I don't think I paid probably $12.99 or whatever, $15.99 maybe for it. But I wanted the Japanese lyric sheet and all that shit. Probably the only one I'll actually buy individually because I just love that artwork. Love a shirt of that. I got to find a Y&T Black Tiger shirt. If you don't, if you didn't watch the deep dive, which you know, nobody's watching my shit anymore except for Wade and maybe Ryan and a couple people here and there. But yeah, if you don't know Y&T, man, killer late 70s, early 80s hard rock, borderline metal. This album is a fucking banger. It's like a 9.9 out of 10. It's so damn good. Every track is killer, with the exception of Barroom Boogie. That song can fuck off. But yeah, Black Tiger Wine Tea, unopened. All right, and if you watched or were interested at all, I did part two of my deep dive on the band The Church, and in doing so, I started to get interested in Marty Wilson Piper, their kind of mercurial lead guitar player. Love his voice, love his songs in the band The Church. And I started looking around for, to get some of the solo albums. One you'll see on vinyl, and these two right here I picked up for cheap, $5 a piece, I think. Marty Wilson Piper Rhyme, which came out in '99. Ryko disc. Anybody remember Ryko disc? Man, their packaging was fucking killer, dude. They always put together and they're thick and heavy duty, man. This is a cutout. There you go. But you get the big thick booklet here. Who's with him here? Andy Mason. I don't know who that is. So these are some other people. If you don't know Marty Wilson Piper, you really should, man. I mean, the dude's a great guitar player, really cool singer, but he's not metal. He's kind of in the alternative hard rock vein. I also liked Ryko because they had these kind of Coke bottle colored inlay things. Again, another giant thick book on this one. I have another one of his called Art Rock, I think it's called, or Art Scene, which I picked up out in California. Big, nice, thick booklet. Nice packaging, man. This one came out in '92. And the one I'm going to show you, the first one came out in '86, I think. We'll show you that in vinyl then. All right. Seeing as how I'm an '80s kid and love my '80s stuff, when this was finally reissued, because finding it in original on a CD or on vinyl was just ridiculously stupid. I still want to get the vinyl of this because I love it so much. One of my probably favorite bands of the '80s, Naked Eyes, and you would know them by Always Something There to Remind. Always something there to remind me. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. I walk along these lonely streets. I love this band. What's killer about them is all the songs I never knew about, like Voices in My Head, Fortune and Fame. Oh, that sounds so good. Promises, promise you gave me. Promises, promises. Yeah. You knew you'd never keep. I haven't warmed up my voice, so. Killer with a lot of 12-inch mixes. This is the greatest hits album. I didn't realize that. I thought it was their first solo, the first album. But they reissued this on CD and on vinyl. The vinyl's a little pricey, but I think I'm going to have to buy it. Man, I said I'm going to stop buying shit. Yeah, right. All right. More jazz. I've been in a jazz role, man. Bill Evans Trio featuring Scott LaFaro and Paul Mothian. If you don't know Bill Evans, killer pianist, arranger, just a great book. I don't know who this came out on. Was this Craft Recordings? So 3 CDs. He also did a lot of the arranging, the orchestral arrangements for a lot of the big jazz stars of the 60s, 70s. Miles Davis in particular, like Miles Ahead, the 50s. I'm sorry, the 50s, not 50s and 60s, not 70s. He did like Miles Ahead, Porgy and Bess. Shit. Like, oh man, Sketches of Spain. So really fucking killer. I love jazz. It's mostly piano jazz. Haunted Heart, the legendary Riverside studio recordings. Had to get this when it came out. Just I'm a big Bill Evans fan. I've got a 6 CD Bill Evans Miles Davis box set back there. That's probably of all the metal spines. I need to get back to that series. I can do that now, probably a lot easier than I could have. The That's probably my favorite, the Bill Evans. I'm not going to get up and get it, but all right. And I'm almost done with the. I think I need one more album by this band on CD or vinyl to have all of the studio recordings. I still need a couple of the EPs. I can get them, but they're kind of pricey. I don't know why. Um, yeah, Nick, it's impossible not to, man. The whole album is fucking amazing. Every song on it's just synth pop greatness. So anyway, Blut aus Nord Odinist, the destruction of reason by illumination. Probably the shortest Blut aus Nord, although I'm not sure about Deus and Codex, but I don't know the lengths of those. But this is only like 37 minutes, 36 minutes. Candlelight. And this has been going for crazy money. Every time I see it on Discogs or on eBay, it's crazy. Finally ran into a copy for $10.99. And by crazy money, I'm talking like $30, $40 because everybody's gouging now on eBay. If you go look at eBay and you're looking for old catalog stuff to fill in your collection, you're kind of fucked. Everybody wants like crazy dollars for CDs, especially mass-produced CDs. It's just stupid. So when this finally popped, I think he wanted $15.99. Wait, no, he wanted $15.99. I offered 10. We got to 12 with the shipping. It was about 16. I was cool with that. It's great. I love this band. You know that. If it is a band, I'm not sure. But yeah, the last one I need is the Cthulhian one, which I forget the damn name of. But I don't know that there's a physical product for that. And then I need like the Liber trilogy. I need the Evangelist split, and there's another split he did, which I can't remember the name of. I'm also I have most of it on CD. I have a lot of it now on vinyl. A lot of vinyl from Blood aus Nord. All right, so what else we got here? Almost done with the CDs, and then we got a chunk of vinyl to go through. All right, I Rick says this band's called Coven, but it's CWFEN. I think they're Italian. No, are they English? I think they're Italian, aren't they? Why do I think they're Italian? Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Anyway, this band this came out on New Heavy Sounds. It just doesn't say where they're out. Really killer band. Very, very typo meets, Fey Tooth obviously is a reference. The original Coven would be a reference. Female fronted, really haunting, ethereal, heavy, doomy, dark. It's good shit. It's good shit. So Coven, however you say that. What's the name of it? Shit, sorry. Sorrows. This didn't make my top 25, but it's right on the outside. So it might be an honorable mention. We'll see. All right. Last show I went to see was December 9th, and I got wickedly goddamn sick. And only in the last, I don't know, week did I start to finally come out of it. Yeah, prices are going crazy. It's fucking bullshit, man. Total bullshit. Hey, Kev, what's up, dude? It's hard. It's hard, man. But I run into stuff occasionally, and I snatch it when I can, Wade. All right, so the last show I went to see was in Baltimore on the 9th of December. These guys are friends, so, we went to dinner and went to the record store, hung out, got some records, some of which you'll see here. and I finally picked up all their catalog. They actually gave me one of these CDs, but I bought one and bought a shirt. The band is Valdrin out of Cincinnati, I believe. I saw them open for Wayfair back in May of 24, or was that 25? No, wait, fuck, 24. It was 24. Had them on the show. We did a really lengthy, cool interview. I can't read this damn thing. This is Effigy of Nightmares, out Blood Harvest. I don't know when this one came out. I want to say it was a couple years ago, maybe. And this one I think they look at as being an EP. It might be my favorite one, although the new one, Apex Violator, oh my goodness, you're going to hear about that. I keep giving away some of my secrets for Saturday. Yeah, this one, Effigies of Nightmares. Killer blackened thrash, man. Blackened black metal with thrash elements. This band is not enough people talk about Valdrin, man. They are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then they gave me this one, Two Carrion Talismans, which came out on Blood Harvest 2, I believe. I don't know. They don't have the dates on them. So now I have all the Waldron stuff. Been jamming that Apex Violator a lot, and all these, man, these are killer. Valdron, check these fucking guys out if you like melodic, blackened, if you like black metal with a thrashy element to it, but an also symphonic element that's not symphonic. It's killer. Carter and Colton, amazing musicians. Their drummer Ryan. I think it's Ryan. Killer drummer live, man. I mean, I was right in front of him. The dude was blowing my mind. And James, their bass player, amazing too. So, Valdrin, Two Carrion Talismans, amazing. All right, we saw that. I'm going to show a couple books first that I picked up that I'm working on. I'm actually working on 2 books right now. Gary Newman, the autobiography. I might have shown this one. I finally got started on this. I had to put it down to work on this for the church deep dive part 2. No Certainty Attached. I blasted through 300 and some pages on this in like 4 days. Really, really killer book. Really good stuff. Really enjoyed that. And that is by, if you're into the church, it's mostly about Steve Kilby, their main guy, but there's a lot of notes on the albums and other stuff like that. Robert Dean Laurie, really good. This is from 2009, I think, though, so it's kind of old. This is recent. I think this came out in 2020 for Gary Newman. And I'm going to tell you right now, the one thing I definitely am going to do, like the church, is a Gary Newman deep dive, because I got to get that off my plate, man. I still need a couple of the mid-period albums, which I may never get. The Numa years, because they're hard to find at reasonable prices, and they're not very good albums overall. So currently working on that Gary Newman, but mostly working on this. Finally got to this one. God damn it. I did show this before, but the Ekaroth Swedish death metal tome, fantastic. Yeah, ADD for real, dude. That's me, bro. That is me, Wade. Big time. Bad ADD, man. I don't medicate and I won't medicate, but fuck me, man. I start things, get distracted, and it's just, I hate it. And I'm not doing drugs, so I just got to deal with it. All right, and finally, this one I'm going to get to as soon as I can. Voivod, Always Moving by Jeff Wagner. I got to check in with Jeff and see about having him on. He was already on with Marty and Heavy Metallurgy. I think it was just Marty. I don't think Alan sat in on that because he's not a big yeah. So I have the fucking vinyl, dude, which is way better than the CD. The 5 5 vinyl set. I'm pretty sure it has a lot of stuff. I could be wrong, but I think it has stuff the CD does not. The CD, which I think is 3 CDs, I don't think it has all the vinyl stuff, but I could be wrong. But yeah, okay, back to this. Jeff Wagner, always moving, the strange multiverse of Voivod. Man, this is great. And he signed it to my favorite Jeff with a G. So I'm gonna check in with him tomorrow actually and see if he'd be willing to do something sometime in January to talk about this. But I got to get it read first, so we'll see how that works out. That'll be the next thing after the Swedish death metal thing. All right, I talked about Marty Wilson Piper. This is his original debut solo album, which, as I said, I believe came out in 86, 87, sorry. This is a really cool, oh, damn it, that fucking ripped. Really cool blue, cerulean blue with a little bit of swirl in it. I think there was only 500 copies of this. I could be wrong. Maybe there's 1,000, but I'm thinking it's 500. Recorded at home on a TAC 4-track tape machine, originally released in 87 in Australia. Only available for the first time in the U.S. on Ocean Vinyl in gatefold with a full-size booklet. Limited edition on School Kids Records. I really dig this album. It's a really lovely album. Yeah, the it's of the time, late 80s, drum machine's kind of weak, but the songs, the melodies, Marty's cool vocals, his great guitar lines make this one a banger. Really love it. All right. If you watched the deep dive on Blut aus Nord, you saw this already. This is the deluxe collector's edition from Debit Morty of Ethereal Horizons, the most recent Blut aus Nord album. A and B have this kind of a pattern, like a, I don't know, splattered black, yellow, aquamarine green. I don't know what color you call that. Maybe lime green, I guess, or sherbet lime green. And then on side D, you get this. It's like an etched. Well, it's not etched. I'm sorry. It's like laminated. It's fucking really badass. 3 sides vinyl. It comes with a killer booklet. I don't think I'm gonna. Well, I guess I can pull it out. Yeah. Hold on. This was limited to 300 copies. I am a Blut aus Nord sucker, so yeah, I had to have it. Really killer slipcase, gatefold. You can't. I don't know if you can see that well. It's embossed with the name and the sigil. Yeah, wait, I know all about it, dude. I do the same fucking thing. I hate it. I hate it. Hate it. All right, on the back, you get this killer spot gloss. Oh, that's upside down. Planet, sort of eclipse-like thing. Really cool. Slipcase, double vinyl. Obviously, beautiful, beautiful artwork. Amazing inside of the gatefold. And then I thought this came with a poster, but I don't know why I was dreaming that, but because it didn't. I think it came with a download card, but I already gave that away, I'm pretty sure. Although maybe not. I have some download cards up there. I'll throw them up at the end. Amazing booklet with amazing artwork and the lyrics. Every song has a beautiful. They almost look Roger Dean-esque. That's not who did the artwork. I'd have to look up. Let me see. Cover artwork and layout by Macieg Kamuda. I have no idea how to say Maciej Kamuda. I don't know. There's the back of the album in spot gloss. Absolutely stunning. Not cheap. I dropped $62 on this, man. Kind of crazy, and I can't do that much more. I am gonna get the special edition of the Ruins of Everast album, and that's kind of like the big deal I'm gonna go for. But I'm gonna wait until it comes into the States. I think I found a place that has it for $50. I need to call in tomorrow to make sure they're going to be getting that in if I pre-order it. But that's about it, man. I'm not going crazy for any other special limited edition stuff because it's just I've spent so much money, and it's I got to scale back in 26 big time. Gotta do it. So you won't be seeing these every month or every 6 weeks like you did because I just don't see that I can do that. Okay, where are we at? Where's the? There's another one I spent a fuck ton of money on. This one and the other one I picked up from them. From Nuclear War Now via Darkness. Fuck, what's it called? Ah, Darkness Shall Rise. The demos, the Abagor demos. These are unbelievable. Hey, Total Underground, what's up, dude? How's it going, man? These are stunning fucking renditions of these Abagor represses, man. They are just mind-blowingly killer. This one comes with this massive booklet, tons of pictures from the era. And I'm not gonna lie, I did not really know who Abagor was until I came into the YouTube world about 2000. I'm sorry, yeah, 2000, 2020, 2021. If I remember Matt from the Dark Path, anybody remember Matt from the Dark Path? He did a deep dive on this band, and it was really like I was like, oh, I got to check them out. First listen, I was kind of iffy on, but then it started to hit me. Poster. I'm never gonna hang these things, but they're cool swag to entice me to spend a lot of money. I did give away the card on this one. I don't know if somebody took it or not, but I did give away the download card. I don't really fuck around with downloads, so. All right. Yeah, Abagor demos. I haven't even listened to this one yet, but I have the Knock Thyman, which I showed last time, and I love that album. Probably my favorite. But I streamed these, checked some stuff out, and I was like, yeah, I'm in. I don't love every Abagor release, so I don't know that I'll grab everything, but we'll on vinyl. But these Darkness Shall Rise reissues are so amazing that I had to have them. I had to have the ones that I want, even though they're expensive. They're not cheap at all, man. All right. My Bloody Valentine. Wow. Holy mackerel. Yeah, I love that album, actually. It's cool. All right. The danger of trolling sometimes on the metal channels, or the rock channels, or whatever, the music channels. The danger for me is that I see something that I used to own and go, oh, I got to buy that again, damn it. Why did I fuck that up? Why did I sell that? Well, I didn't have an OG press of this album because the OG press of this album is a $2,000-$3,000 album. It's super rare. But I did have the first repress of it from 2003, 4, 5, somewhere in that range. As a buddy of mine, a good friend of mine who's unfortunately passed on now many years ago, he had a record label, small little record label in New York. He was friends with Porcupine Tree, and I got to know him through them. His name was Michael Piper, and his label was called Ace of Discs / Where the Wild Things Are. He was the first guy to chase this person down and get the masters, remaster them, bake the tapes, clean it up, and make a vinyl a reissue of it, which I picked up. I want to say there was only 400 or 600 of those made on High Roller. I didn't have a record player back then. I just was like, I gotta have it, and I got the CD too. So I've had the original CD from Ace of Disc, but I kicked myself in the ass. I don't know why I sold it, but there was a time where I had a bunch of vinyl that was pretty valuable, this being one of them because it was the only repress. Probably sold it for about $150. I think I bought it for like 25 or 20, maybe 18, something like that. And when I went to look to get it a few years ago, it was just even the repress was too expensive. The original from 1970, Cap Records, crazy expensive. But I learned through Black Leather Eyes or Black Vinyl Eyes or something like that. I think his name's Jason over in the UK. He posted about this album and it was like, oh my God, I got to go hunting for this. We had some back and forth. He's like, hey, mate, it's been reissued by Elemental Music. It's an original, it's a, what do they call it? Reproduction of the original. And that is Linda Perhock's Parallelograms. 1970 out on Cap Records on blue, really killer cool blue with the original Cap stuff. It does not come with an insert. I think it's just that vinyl. That's it. Um, I probably paid a little more than I wanted to. I paid about $30 for it with shipping. This is a beautiful SoCal, Topanga Canyon, 1970-ish, Joni Mitchell-esque, Judy Sill, if you know her, kind of killer, folky, dark folk, kind of ambient at times. Parallelograms, the song is super trippy and acidy, and man, so good. The reissue on CD, which came out many years ago, which I have somewhere, by Ace of Dis and Michael Piper, has some bonus tracks, and it has a couple bonus tracks. This does not. And that's kind of all you get is the hype sticker, which I left on. Anybody looking for cool folk, if you like Joni Mitchell, you're going to fucking love Linda Perhock. She only did one album, and then she finally came back after many years and people bugging her online and stuff like that. She's a dental hygienist in the LA area, doing that for 40 years. She's probably mid to late 70s now, maybe pushing 80. From what I understand, a lovely lady. She finally cut a new album in, I want to say 2014 or 2016. I've never heard it. I should do that. All right. Oh, this here was another one that cost me a pretty penny. Thank you, Peter, from the Metal Vault, for helping me out here. This one I found out about 2.5 months ago, and I was like, all right, I'm totally in. Need to have it. Got to own it. Went to look online at their label, which is Northern Heritage, I believe. First album in 30 years. Going to talk a lot about it on Saturday night. Tipping my hand once again. This is the limited collector's edition. Only 114 of these. Absolutely badass looking vinyl. And you might be like, what is it, Jeff? Well, I'll show you the vinyl first. Look at that thing, man. Holy fucking A, dude. Is that absolutely stellar? Woo! Oh my God. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the band's name properly, but this is the Swedish symphonic black metal band Haimad. Haimad? Haimad? You're going to hear more about this on Saturday, so I'm not going to pull it out. I'll show it then. Look at that cover art, man. Are you fucking... Get out of here, man. Sorry about the lights. It's got dragons on it, bro. Fucking dragons. And there you see the hype sticker. Number 95 out of 114. So if you want this, better go get it. Might be sold out by now because this is about 2 weeks ago I bought this. Peter from the Metal Vault bought a different copy, had it sent to him, had both the albums sent to him, and then he sent it on to me when it all was said and done. Another $60 album. Gulp. But at only 114 copies, I'm pretty sure this will be worth quite a bit more than that at some point in time down the road. Then I went on a binge, a crazy binge. I had to have as much of the catalog on vinyl as I could. And, well, all these reissues are popping out. Don't need the originals. They're too expensive anyways. But I had to go full in. This is another band that I know I learned about from Matt over at The Dark Path. I don't think he's doing anything anymore and hasn't for quite a long time. Don't know what happened to him. We used to talk, but we kind of just don't anymore. Um, he was on my Voivod thing, and I think he did something else with me one time, or we talked about doing something else. I haven't talked to him in years, so hope he's doing well. I went crazy on the side train, man. I went crazy. I'm gonna full disclosure. I've only listened to two of these because I got so much stuff in. I haven't gotten to it. Infidel Art. These are cool. These are Peaceville, I believe. Right, Peaceville. Yeah, Peaceville. These all come. Kept them all in the shrink, but they all come with. What's cool about these is they all come with a printed high gloss sleeve, which I then replaced. With a rice paper one or whatever they're called. Anti-static. Get a nice interview here with Mirai. Wait, there we go. And I gotta say, these were very, very, very cheap to me. Um, and I just had to grab them, and I grabbed a lot. So get set. We're gonna see a lot of Psy, and then the insert. Again, these aren't going to be valuable or anything like that, but to get them on vinyl, I just wanted the big art. They always have really ripping cool art mostly, and I had to do that. So I'm not going to show the inserts and stuff on all 5, 6 of them, but you get the idea that they're all like that. I don't buy much live stuff, but the price was very right on this, only $21. Live in the Eastern live the Eastern Forces of Evil 2022. Again, same deal. All of them I slid open and pulled out the album and then put them in final covers. Oh shit. We got Eastern Darkness, which I have listened to. Pretty punky, pretty wild. Oh, he took it completely down? Wow. That's kind of weird. It's just kind of odd. Unless he didn't want people seeing him swearing or something, but that was always pretty even keeled. I don't know as far as he didn't go off the deep end politically or in any social issues too much. He was pretty of the like mind of me, more a liberal minded person. But Eastern Darkness, this one's pretty rad, pretty dark, pretty scathing, pretty punky. But I enjoyed that. As I've said, I'm not a big punk aficionado, but I'm starting to appreciate certain elements of punk. So, yeah. Psy does rule. Yeah, they were killer. They were awesome. That was one of the bands I had to go see, and I'm really glad I got to see them. Well, yeah, they're awesome, man. This album. I didn't even tell you the name of it because I forget the name of it. It's shit. Something about northern. When Night Rode Across the North is the Haymad. We're gonna talk more about that on Saturday, because I got to get a few more listens in. I saw The World's End, Hangman's Hymn, which is a reissue, obviously. Again, kind of went. Somehow I knocked my mic out. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys heard me. Hangman's Hymn reissue. I've not listened to this one yet. Black vinyl, same kind of stuff. Peaceville. This one would have been and is a favorite record of mine. I love this thing. Shiki is fucking banger. Again, amazing artwork. Black vinyl. I have this on CD. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's a re-recording, Nick. Thanks. And then a record store day version of 2021's Heir to Despair. HEIR. Heir to Despair. Cool, swirly, neon purple, white, cream. Heir to Despair. I've not checked that one out yet, so I can't listen to Psy endlessly. I gotta kind of pepper that in. Big shout out to my boys in Crip Sermon. Thanks so much to Steve from Steve Jansen, their guitar player. Went to see them on the 4th, as I mentioned. I did not have this on vinyl. It was the last thing I needed to have everything on vinyl and CD. Although I don't have the CD of the EP yet, so I'm lying. And I don't have the demo. But Crypt Sermons, The Fading Light of Day, or I'm sorry, yeah, The Ruins of Fading Light. Sorry, The Ruins of Fading Light. Was from Steve personally. Steve gave it to me at the show after the show. I'd been bugging him that I want to get a copy, and he didn't know when or if they were going to repress it. And so there you go, olive green, but it's kind of see-through. So yeah, pretty cool. Thanks, Steve, very much. It's funny, I didn't get them to sign it, but I did get them to sign my Stygian Rose vinyl. Everybody but Tanner. I missed Tanner. And I missed. No, I got everybody but Tanner. Tanner bolted. So, and I might have missed Brooks actually. Now I got him to sign it, I think. This is probably the oldest one I got. I got this when I was out back in mid-November when I was out. Yeah, they are doing a reissue at some point in time, but I don't know when. And he didn't know when. Steve didn't know when. So when I get those guys on from Diva, I'll ask him about that. But anyways, this is the only thing I picked up when I was out with Luke and Luke LeMay, Kevin Huffnagel, and Mike Belanger. I took them out record shopping and to grab some food back in November 16th when I saw DTA, Death to All, and Gorguts 2 nights in a row. The only thing I picked up: Tal Farlow, John Abercrombie, Larry Carlton, Larry Coryell, John Schofield, John Patitucci, Billy Hart. All strings attached. I haven't listened to it yet. It's going to be jazz, obviously. These are huge names in jazz. If you know anything about Steely Dan, Larry Carlton has played a lot of the lead work. I don't think Coryell's on there. John Abercrombie, amazing player. I'm a guitar nerd. You're going to see that in a few minutes. I'm going to play a little bit. So there you go. All right, almost done, guys. Zacharias. This is my second copy. I sent my OG press, the black vinyl, to my buddy Jimmy at Future Ruins. Go sign up. He only needs a couple more. Go to Future Ruins. Check out his hiking channel. He does amazing shit, and he only needs like 8 or 9 subs to get to 1,000. Go help him out. Or I think it's 1,000. Zacharias, La Grande Heresy. So I bought the second pressing of this. This is out on Nameless Grave. It's on red vinyl. The reason I got this one was because I also got a shirt with it, which I really wanted. Oh, come on, man. You fucking asshole. Hold on. God damn it, you fucking slut. Jane, you ignorant slut. Anybody remember that, or are you guys all too young for that? Probably too young. Man, I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry, I completely lost it. Somebody reminds me what the hell I was talking about. I'll finish that story. Got about 5 more to go. This was a pickup when I was out with the Valdrin guys, as I have most of the Michael Schenker vinyl, but I also have all this shit on major bot set. I love this album, Assault Attack, with Graham Bonnet on vocals. You know, I think I paid like $6.99. I talked them down, and yeah, I think that's on the that's not on the record. Pretty good copy, man. Only skips like once. Love me some Michael Schenker. And then I scored this, and I was pretty happy about it. I wasn't crazy about the price of it because I was gonna not spend any money, but every time I walk in a record store, I spend fucking money. Dude, you missed earlier. I showed a bunch of jazz. Bill Evans Trio, Wayne Shorter. I love jazz, man. Big into Miles, Coltrane, Herbie Hancock, Chick Corea, Tony Williams Lifetime, Mahavishnu, which is more fusion. Yeah, I love that stuff. It's just doesn't make up a massive part of what I listen to. Okay, so this one is the reissue of Voivod's The Outer Limits. Oh, don't do that, you fucker. And it's a smoke. Can't really see the smoke, maybe. Smoke Dark Blue, beautiful album. Uh, Shirt, you were going to the show. Shirt. Sorry, Tim. It's probably gone. The Alzheimer's setting in. So this is a reissue that came out, I believe, in 2021. Yep, yep. On UMG, Real Gone Music, Geffen, The Outer Limits. I love this album. It's kind of their, really cool. Yeah, I have the 3D CD, but this is the reissue of the vinyl. Yeah, there you go. SNL. Oh, SNL joke. Yeah, yeah. But I was gonna tell a story, and I don't think it had anything to do with SNL. Oh, what? Oh, Jane, you ignorant slut. Yeah, Tim, it's gone, dude. Sorry, man. Wayne Shorter. Which one? Wayne Shorter was the CD box set that I showed. Wait, this one. It's 8 LPs on 4 CDs. It's called Early Albums and Rare Grooves. There you go. I got 3 more to go. So yeah, Voivod, Outer Limits reissue, really killer. Then 2 albums by this band, which I really dug into. You're gonna hear about this on Saturday. This is Verbus Unitus 1914, death metal band out of World War I, flavored death metal band out of Ukraine. Oh man, I dig this fucking band. I really do, man, really do. And after I got this and jammed it, double album from on Napalm, just black vinyl. But I got a steal of a deal on this double vinyl, man. I think I got. Yeah, I'm buying. No, I'm not buying Vinnie Vincent. Vinnie Vincent can eat my fucking ass, man. And she, I don't know. I'm not being mean. I just don't know. Um, Probably would. So maybe I shouldn't say that too loud. That person is mentally ill, and I don't mean it because of the gender dysphoria. I don't have a problem with that. My kid's has gender dysphoria or gender issues, but I don't. The fact that fucker thinks that they can charge $225 for a fucking single, fuck you, man. Anyways, this album rules. You will hear about that. Really fucking killer band. As a result, I got another steal. I don't know why. They just got stuff in that they were selling cheap. And I hate to say it, I hate buying shit on Amazon, but the prices were too damn good. I think I paid $22.99 for a double album for this, Where Fear and Weapons Meet. The prior one. Got to be honest, I haven't listened to this other than just sampling on YouTube, so I don't really know about this one per se. And the final album, which is the final vinyl album that I needed for the collection on these guys, is Starspawn's Blood Incantation. Starspawn on this cool ass. I know this is the band to love to hate and shit on and whatever, man. I dig the band. I think they're cool. Are they doing anything original? No, but who is? Like outside of Magma and fucking. I mean, I'd have to even think about who's doing anything super unique and original in metal. It's just not how it works, man. You're a product of your fucking, of your influences, and this is lots of immolation and lots of gore guts and demolish and lots of morbid angels. So there you go. We're gonna do a deep dive on this band in later January, I think, or early February. We'll see. We'll see how well I am. We'll see if I'm still above ground. Lots of not good stuff happening on that front. But I always say that, and then I'm still here. So I sound like the boy who cried wolf. And I think that is it. Now, a couple things that are coming yet that didn't arrive. Oh wait, I do have. Hold on. Forgot one. Yeah, I forgot one. This is Grouper. Dragging a dead deer up a hill. If you don't know who Grouper is, it's a girl named Liz Harris, a lady named Liz Harris. I go all the way back to 2003 when I grabbed the original album um, thing. Frederick, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. I think that's you. Is that you, Frederick? Yeah. You're not a colored fan. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't like colored people? Is that what you're saying? You're a racist? Is that it? It's kind of weird to fucking admit. Are you talking about colored vinyl? Oh, you know what this is, Frederick? That right there is the amount of fucks I give about you not liking colored vinyl. I really don't care. Like, I mean, seriously. You love to throw your opinion out of here and kind of be weird. I'll just be honest. I don't care that you don't like colored vinyl. I do. And therefore, I'm going to buy colored vinyl if I want to buy it. Okay? Is that cool with you? Or should I check in every time I go to buy something that might be a colored vinyl? I don't mean to be a dick, but Frederick, you do this all the time. Your opinions don't matter to me on that subject. I'm sorry. It's just the reality. So tell it to somebody that really gives a fuck. Sorry, buddy. But you do that a lot. And I call that shit out. So Dragging a Dead Deer Up a Hill is by Liz Harris. She's just a one-man sort of band. She does the sticker that came with it. That's it. No insert, no nothing. Came in just a cheap actually it came in a freaking paper sleeve that was pretty crappy. So and Chris, I really don't give a fuck about your opinion on it either, man, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'll buy what I want to buy. You buy what you want to buy, and I'm cool with that. And I honestly, I wouldn't pop on your live stream and tell you, black vinyl sucks. But do what you guys got to do. This may be part of the reason people aren't watching my channel as much, because I'm going to tell you how I feel. And if you don't like that, don't come here. Don't come back. I really don't give a fuck. So there you go. All right. Anyway, you can have your opinions and talk about it, but if you think I care that much, I don't really care at all. So Grouper, back to this. This is really ethereal, ambient, kind of like trying to think. Is very unique. She's like one of the people that was doing this before anybody else was doing it. I'm trying to think of who I would like kind of allude or not compare her to. Really isn't a good. It just isn't a really good. She's very unique in that way, but I just can't think of anybody off the top of my head that has this kind of ethereal, spooked out sound. Now, I would say Marissa Nadler's kind of in that vein. If you know who Marissa Nadler is, maybe a little bit of Chelsea Wolfe, kinda, Emma Ruth Rundle, kinda, but not really, because her voice is very affected. She uses a lot of layered effects, and her voice is very like almost like aquatic in the mix of stuff, and it's kind of weird. It's just kind of really a strange thing. So yeah, I'm not trying to be a dick, guys, but you can have your opinions in the chat, but if you think that affects me, you'd be dead wrong. So there you go. All right, the one big thing that didn't show up, and I'm getting kind of pissed off, is I ordered the Dio box set, which is this one here, because I missed out on the CD box set, and it's stupid priced now. And I saw this pop up on Rhino, and it's crazy expensive, but I didn't pay what a lot of people are paying for it here. I'll show you right. Well, there's the price that I paid for it. I'm not going to lie. It's pricey, man. It was pricey, but here's the thing. I really wanted this set back when it came out on CD, and I missed it because I didn't really have an income back then. And so I kind of decided I had to go for it. So this set right here, yes, it's colored splatter vinyl. Oh no! You have the Dio box set. Is it colored vinyl? Oh my god! You might have to send that to me, uh, uh, free of charge, by the way, on you, Frederick. Yeah. So there you go. That big one did not arrive and show up, which sucks. And but it is what it is. But this one here, I'll be getting soon. I would hope. I would think. I would hope. But I ordered that like 8 or 9 days ago, like 22nd maybe. So I guess maybe over Christmas they don't have anybody that works. I don't know. So I'm hoping to get that in soon. I also have. What else do I have? I have a Base Communion CD coming sometime probably in February, I think. I have the last Lichgate album coming, but it's not coming till January, first week of January. I have another Charlie Parker CD coming, and I have the Jade LP coming, the Flower or whatever it's called. Um, that's that's a brand new repress, Wade. This I think it's this year or last. No, it's this year because there was only 1,000 of them pressed, and they'll sell out. I'm sure. I'm sure the one that Frederick has, the black vinyl, is long sold out and probably pretty pricey. So I have one more Lichgate album coming. I've got that Jade album coming. I've got the Charlie Parker CD coming, the Dio box set. I've got the Veil Burner LP coming, maybe, because they are way fucking behind and transcending obscurity. If you're seeing this, you got to change your fucking business model, dude, because what you're doing ain't cool. Okay, I'm just gonna straight up tell you. I ordered my LP back in early or late November. I come to find you're shipping out stuff from Bandcamp that other people are getting that are ordering now. You're saying a 4-day turnaround on delivery on vinyl. My vinyl still hasn't shipped, and I paid a lot more for it than what you're charging for it now. And Dave and Chris are friends of mine, and that kind of sucks. So Kunil, if you see this, man, pretty fucking uncool, dude. And you probably should cut me a break and send me $10 back on my credit card because you're only charging $19.99 for the album, and I bought it at like $31 or $32 plus the $13 shipping. Mainly because those guys are friends of mine. I could have just waited and got the CD, but I dug the vinyl. But again, transcending obscurity, dude, not cool, not fucking cool. You know, I call bullshit like that out. Anyways, that's all I got coming. And as I said, man, I'm going to have to really, really relax on the buying because I just don't have the money to keep doing this next year. Next year, we'll probably do a top 10 at the end of the year if I'm still hanging around. I know I say that every time. I know everybody gets sick of hearing that, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're a drama queen," and "Oh, you're your health stuff." Blah 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 blah. I get it. I totally fucking get it, dude. Totally get it. Yeah, I know all about that, but I do know that, Frederick. But there's some shit going on there that's not cool. He fucking sold those pre-orders at like $32 plus shipping. It was like $45 for that album for me. And then about 3 weeks after that, or 2 weeks after, he put everything on sale for like 40%. And now he's got this Bandcamp thing where he's pushing stuff through Bandcamp site, and it's 30%. It's like, what the fuck, dude? So I should just cancel and then reorder, I guess. Maybe that's. Thanks for asking, Tim. He's getting better. Still on antibiotics and a topical. I got to take him to a wound center. Just had him into his doctor yesterday. If I hadn't gotten involved in that when I did, he'd lost his foot and maybe his leg. I don't know. He's got a lot of problems. He's got a lot of problems with. Well, I bought it through the U.S. store, Wade. I bought the last Veil Burner CD through them. Now, Veil Burner gave me a bunch of CDs, the early stuff, and I love Dave and Chris. They're great guys, but I'm not impressed with that. with that label. Yeah, yeah. On my dad, he's doing better, a lot better. He's 85 years old, man. Yeah, he's fading fast. I keep hoping he beats me out the door, so he doesn't have to cope with how life would be for him if I die. Because if I die before him, man, he's completely fucked. He's going to become a ward of the state. He's not going to be able to live here on his own financially, and he can't drive anymore. He can't hear. He can't see properly. He's got dementia, beginnings of dementia, so I take care of him completely. And it's a lot of work for me because I'm sick myself. No matter what anybody thinks, no matter what anybody out there thinks about my health issues, you guys have no fucking clue. And I'm not being a dick because I know many of you are very supportive of me, and I love you guys that are supportive. The assholes that show up in here and play games, eat shit and die. I don't care. I really don't care. So yeah, I mean things are tough all over, dude. If you hadn't noticed, we got some real motherfucking scumbags running our country right now. We got, and I don't want to get into the fucking, but they're getting rid of all the illegals. Bullshit. They're enriching themselves to a tune to the max beyond anything anybody can comprehend. If you're a rich person, America is great right now. It's awesome. If you're middle class or poor, you're fucking fucked. You're fucking slave labor. You're cannon fodder. That's exactly how they want it. Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, fuck off and die, you motherfuckers. You're terrible fucking scumbaggy human beings, and you know it. And you love it. So there you go. That's my only little political rant, though. So. All right, so yeah, I mean, Tim, you know very well some of the shit I'm dealing with, the autonomic problems and everything. I am trying to get a local neurologist, and when the soonest fucking appointment I can get, because I have a very specific set of symptoms and problems, and there's only one doctor in a 150-mile radius of me that can see me on a regular basis. I can't get in there until August 20th of 2026. Think about that. How much of a fucking joke that is. And I have severe neurological problems are going on. That's why I stopped drinking. I was not helping myself with the drinking. I was not helping myself with the smoking weed. It just was not doing good things for me. It's really, really terrible. So yeah, fuck politics. But yeah, even U.S. store. I don't know. I guess it's not good because that guy, and I emailed him 3 days ago and said, "What is going on and where is my stuff?" But I need to practice more. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. I didn't mean to be a dick to Chris and Frederick, but I'm going to speak my mind about that stuff. I know you guys don't like colored vinyl. It's not your collection. You want to talk about on your channel about the fact that you don't like black or colored vinyl? Knock yourselves out. Knock yourselves out. On my channel, I'm going to talk about buying the colors that I like. I don't really think it makes a difference to me I can't really hear the difference, but it's definitely a marketing ploy and a silly. So yeah, that's that. But so my apologies to Chris and Frederick if I came across as harsh. But you guys both know me. I'm not a fucking wallflower. I'm not a pussy that doesn't. He goes, oh, I don't want to ruffle any feathers or piss anybody off. I do what I do, man. I do what I do. Uh, but yeah. So I don't know. Can you guys hear that? Let me do something real quick here. Hold on. Are you getting like an echo when I play at all? Where am I at? There I am. Can you guys hear me better? Can you hear that? Ah, fucked it up. Happy New Year in 11 hours? I guess you're right. That's true, yeah. There might be a stream. Nick, are you going to do a live stream on New Year's Eve, or should I Rick and I set something up? You'll get a lot more people. That's why I'm saying. God damn, I'm fucking up. Does anybody know that? Ah, I'm fucking it up. I am fucking that up. It's a really hard chord to play. Damn it. Why are you fucking that up? Anybody know that song? It's the beginning of an Opeth song. Very good, Mr. B. Arkham. Well done. That is Dirge for November. But this one chord, you got to do a... And I always miss the string. Then that does it. I cannot play that chord, though, because of this finger. I can't make the stretch, so... Trying to remember a lot of songs I know or used to know. God damn it. Why do you keep doing that, dude? You can tell I haven't practiced that in a hell of a long time. Then it's Man, I haven't played that in forever. I don't know any Carter, dude. Why are you fucking? I can't remember the rest of it. I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. I don't know why my fingers are getting weird. Anyways, I know a lot of I really know a lot of parts of songs, but oh man, that's hard to do on an acoustic, man. It's I don't know why my guitar's. It's very warm in my room, and the temperature differentiations make the neck kind of. Well, you said. That it's been years since I played that, Tim. Sorry, man. You gonna start already, huh? Gonna start in already, huh? Fucking guy, man. Every fucking time. And they keep saying it's not him, but it is him. Gotta be him. Tim, you know what to do, man. Been playing a lot with my finger style stuff, but I flub up a lot. I can't really play flamenco. I'm not that good. Like I can use all 5 fingers to play. I haven't warmed up, so I'm just kind of now warming up. You're watching me kind of warm up, but I got to get my right hand kind of moving. That's Vandenberg, Burning Heart. Man, I know so many like pieces of songs. It's like crazy. I know a little bit of Drapery Falls, so that's and then this part there's a part in there that I never have gotten right, even when I looked at. Hey Rick, what's up? I can do a little bit of Rhiannon, believe it or not. Bye, buddy. See you, Frederick. Thanks for popping in. Sorry I bitched at you. You make it easy though. Something like that. I don't really know all of it, and I've never tried to figure the whole thing out and learn it. I'm terrible about that. My ADHD applies to learning other people's songs. So like. God damn it! Fucked it up. I haven't played this forever. Jeff, Jesus. That's an original there. I named it a bunch of different things over and over. I think I call that Mountains of the Moons. I think. I'm not sure. But yeah. So I didn't warm up before I came on. I just started to fuck around. And my fucking B string, not my G string, my B string keeps going out too. Might need new strings on it. There it is. Can't remember how to play it. I gotta look a lot of this shit up because it's been a while. Got a couple other originals. Let's see. I don't want to give too much away because I'm sort of kind of working on this, but imagine this shit on electric guitar and not acoustic. But I write a lot of my shit on acoustic though. I remember how I play it. Yeah, it's out of tune. So it's that. That goes into this. That's not it. What the fuck? Anyways, that's an original I'm working on. Dude, you're done. I mean, just why do you keep fucking coming back here, you idiot fuck? Tim, get rid of anything pumping vinyl or anything you see. Get rid of this fucking piece of shit. Triumph. Jeez. What do I know from Triumph? Music holds a secret. Anyways, that's the beginning of Hold On, I believe. I kind of know Magic Power, but not enough to like play it here. I'd kind of look stupid. Believe it or not, dude, I don't think I know any other than. I don't remember how he plays that. I knew a little bit of the answer. Dragon by I used to know, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. And I wouldn't feel comfortable doing some of those on acoustic because they just wouldn't sound right. So. Alice there. I know a little bit. So yeah, I started to do the moped there. That goes into this. Hey, Joseph. What's up, dude? Um, Sometimes, I mean, I used to, like when I was a younger guy, I would figure things out. I mean, I know a million Rush song parts. I don't know all the song, like don't know why this thing's going out of tune like this. It's a fucking $4,000 guitar. So like uh can't really do a Geddy Lee thing. But then it's then it does this. Haven't played this in forever. Fucking it all up. I'd have to practice that more. But yeah, the Rush stuff I did learn a lot by ear, listening to the records. But it's been a lot of years since I practiced it and worked on it. I do find other stuff out there. There's a guy named Kelly Dean that does really great stuff. Yeah, it's a Taylor. So 424C Walnut Edge Burst 30. I lied. I said it was 5,000. It was 34.99. This I bought new, but there's a lot of good 360 guitar, 365. Carl is really good, really good. For Opeth, I learned a couple of pieces and parts from this dude. I can't remember his freaking name though. Curly hair, long hair, beard, really good player. I mean, there's so many killer young players out there. So many killer guys. I consider myself a bunch of anyways, haven't played that in forever too. I find when I pick up a guitar, I tend to not play other people's songs. I tend to work on ideas that I've been trying to formulate, which I played a couple of those for you here. A lot of my stuff starts on acoustic, and then I move it over to Kelly Dean's. He's great, man. He's a great player, man. I mean, there's a million fucking great players on YouTube, right? I mean, sometimes I watch and I'm like, God, man, I've been playing a long time. Why do I suck so bad? But and I don't suck. But am I super fluid and clean? Play a lot in the pentatonic box, but I've moved around a lot and gotten better at doing a lot of stuff, moving my shapes around and all that kind of stuff, and kind of knowing the fretboard a little better. But I'm 60 in March, and I have to look at my root note to figure out where I'm at. Like I should know just by looking at it. Okay, that's an E. So what is that? Well, that's a F sharp. So it's like, why don't I have that stuff memorized? ADD, man. ADD. So, but I like to come up with cool. My G string and B string just keep going flat. like changing up, not always playing the same chords or cowboy chords or, you know, your standard shapes. That lets me. Some Journey. Neil Sean's one of my favorite players. Anyways, guys, I bored you enough. Probably. Again, I'm not a shitty player. It's just, and I'm not warmed up in practice. I haven't really picked up a guitar in a couple days. Not really picked it up and like sat down and knuckled down. And I always get like kind of verklempt, like, well, what should I play? I don't really know. It's a terrible thing to say, but I really don't know any full songs all the way through. That is my ADHD popping out hugely. Some White Snake there. So, you know, I don't know Midnight Rider. Probably it. I used to know Melissa. I think it kind of goes. I can't remember the chords. It's been so long since I played it. So, if I didn't have ADHD so bad, I'd like learn somebody else's shit, you know. That's some dick in a box. That's I think it's a. There you go. Digging a box. Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying man in a box. Fuck, I'm so stupid. Know a lot of Alice in Chains bits and pieces. That goes. Anyways, but like I don't know like all the parts and pieces, which is kind of lame. But you know, should really do that. Nah, I don't really do tab books. I used to way back in the day when Guitar for the Practicing Musician. little Eddie Van Halen there. But you know, I'm not one of these phenom young kids that can play circles around people. Although I do notice, I went to Guitar Center locally here 2 weeks ago. Hadn't been in there in a long time. You know, Joseph, I used to know, and I used to know Closer to Heart, and I can't remember it, man. Fuck, how's that go? I'm playing it wrong, though. I can't remember how to play that arpeggio right, but that's see if you God damn it. God damn it. Trying to remember Tears. Can't remember it. Yeah, I know it's their way, but I can't get my head around the. I'm not getting the. I'm just not getting the pattern now. Anyways, I haven't eaten, guys, because I slept all day. I got up around 8 o'clock to do this thing. But I appreciate everybody being here and listening to my shitty noodling. To that guy pumping vinyl, dude, just fucking go somewhere else, man. Like, really? Like, this is what you get off on? You get off on this shit? Like, what kind of fucking demented mental illness do you have? Other than that you're a dick. You probably have that what's a dick for fucking disease. Yeah, Steve's a bud, man. I know a lot of Porcupine Tree song, but now you're gonna get me kind of. Let me see if I can. That's a little bit of Mellotron scratch. God, what else do I know? God, I know a lot of Steve Wilson licks, but because none of them are really that hard. I used to know. Again, I haven't played this in years. God damn it. Doesn't sound good on an acoustic doing drop D. Something like that. That's the main riff of you know. And then there was I don't know, I used to know Sound of Music, but I can't. I can't remember. I can't remember the notes in my head for some reason. There's a lot of shit that Steve did in Drop D. Here's what I do know. So you got all that noodling part, and then you get this part. God damn it. Do not know why this won't stay in tune. Just tuned it, it went out of tune. I think it's the temperature in my room because I have to keep it very warm because of my dysautonomia, and the strings just tend to slip and slide. I don't know what strings these are. I gotta look, see what I put on here, but I'm not loving these. But that was like 6 months ago. Just slipped out a half a note there. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a night because I haven't eaten yet, and I gotta eat, and then shit. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's the last day of the year. I don't know. I don't know if Nick's still here. Nick had mentioned maybe doing something. Nick, let me know what's going on so that if you don't, Rick and I might plan to throw something together last minute. Not a definite, but you know. Again, to Frederick and Chris, Sorry if I snap, but my health is pretty shitty, and I just don't suffer bullshit. So sorry, and it's bullshit to me. Again, you guys can have your thoughts on it. That's cool. You think you are? When are you gonna know? Hey, we used to know this guy. This guy was once a good friend of ours. He never comes around though. He doesn't like us anymore. He's got better things to do. He's also got teenage kids, so that has a lot to do with it. But yeah, same to you, Brian, man. But I hope. Well, let me know then. Yeah, same to you, Joseph. Really appreciate it. To those of you guys that have stuck with me through the years, and I'm almost at fucking 1,700 subs. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't watch it much either. I just do my own things when I do them, but I don't blame you. Um, I get it. Hey, dude, I know you're serious. That's the thing, and that's probably a good thing. Um, I wouldn't watch me. You know what I mean? I didn't show you my blazing tremolo speed. Kind of hard to do on it. Not so good. I'm not really a black metal tremolo picker. Great. I can trem, but I can't trem as fast as the really good guys, like Yishan and those guys. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know what's going on so I can, kind of plan accordingly. It doesn't make sense for us to all like for you guys and us to do separate things. I mean, if you guys are not going to do it, tell me as early. I can always drum some people up too if that's an issue. I don't think that's an issue for you guys, but let us know so we can set something up. So there might be something tomorrow night. We'll likely have room in the stream. Seriously, dude? Wow, that's pretty fucking dick move. That's a pretty fucking dick move. Wow. We'll likely have. Maybe I'll have to start thinking about that in the future, Nick. Like, maybe we'll have room for you in the stream, but maybe we won't. Maybe on Saturday I might have room for you, but I might not. Jesus Christ, man. You know me, dude. I call it like I fucking see it. That was pretty gay. Sorry. All right, on that note, let's end. But VIPs over on Thralls. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what that fucking sounded like. He probably has some editing to do before he can fucking do a live stream. I love you, Nick, but fuck, dude, that was pretty gay. That was pretty uncool. I'll have to see if I can fit you in on Saturday now. Gotta consult my manager. All right, anyways, guys, thank you all. Check out the shit that I talked about if you're into it. If you're not, cool. If you don't like colored vinyl, don't watch, because there's a bunch of very immense penises. Yeah, that I highly doubt. That I mean, look, I don't know for sure, but I know you enough to know that that's probably a lie. I'm gonna get into this book and dig into this and see if I can get that done fairly quickly. And yeah, everybody, thank you very much. Thank you for popping in here. It was cool. I didn't expect anybody to show up, and we had like 22 people, which is cool. Look out for January 3rd, Saturday night. I might let Nick in. I got to think about it now. I gotta weigh my options. But we've got Nick and Rick and Logan and maybe Kellen, Serge, I hope, Tyler, I think, Jimmy, I think, Peter for the Metal Vault, Roger, my European dudes, and yeah, that's cool. So. Well, I might not have room for you, Nick. I'm not sure. I have to consult my schedule now. All right, see you guys. Wade, have a happy one, man. Appreciate you always being here. Tim, always, brother. Thank you so much for helping out. To that guy, William Pumpling Vinyl, fuck you, man. I hope you have a miserable fucking 26. And you know I mean it. Oh, yeah, Donald Trump. Fuck you too, buddy. Piece of shit. Vladimir Putin. Eat a bag of dicks. Bibi Netanyahu. Fucking suck a dick. Later.
Gas masks and hand grenades. Gas masks and hand grenades. Gas masks and hand grenades. Gas masks and hand grenades.